Hello there, Ryth McAle here, and we're back with more HiveSwap. Yes, more HiveSwap. Back to the game. Just got through the conversation with her, and we're gonna look at all this junk. Tetragdemic had you act out scenes from some of your favorite action movies, which just so happened to be his favorite action movies too. You're lucky to have a McAle who really pushes you. You kind of wish you could live somewhere with more trees, and then maybe he'd be less asleep always. Like most things in your life, though, you didn't really have much to say in the matter. You still can't believe they got a shot of you at the exact moment you clobbered the clover. What a lucky break. This is from the 12th Purge's Eve when Demic gave you the autotune mic he made. This was his way of letting you know he'd started a band and that you were the singer, and also that your voice could use a little help. Jeez, come to think of it, the two of you haven't played on the tree in a long time. Maybe that's why he's been so lazy. Well, at least it looks like the two of you will be both getting some exercise in the immediate future. When you were just a little wiggler, curling up with your Lusus made you feel safe when the world seemed scary, which is often. He always giving you the leaves to eat. You would munch on them for his benefit, mostly. Come to think of it, though, you have always been pretty strong. Could those bitter leaves been gnawed on a wiggler have something to do with that? Maybe. I don't fucking know. What's this? Look. Cleaning supplies, the noble instruments of the future career. It kind of depresses you to keep them anywhere you like to have fun, so you just dump them at the end of the hallway. Maybe if your hallway is really clean, the drones will stop trying to burn your neighborhood down and kill you. Ah, there's that breastblood monksy. There's your faithful old scoundrel, which you haven't bothered draining recently. Inside of it, resifluid and floor-filled coalesces to make a repugnant gray sludge. Okay, I guess. The Tetrarch plays lead drums when you guys perform. You didn't know what lead drums were a thing until Demic told you he was playing them, and that you were in the band with him. In contrast to Tetrarch's percussive machismo, your stage persona is more skittish, as if you're vaguely terrified of the implications of your own pseudo-revolutionary rhymes, which is not far off the mark, as one of the implications could be your execution. This was a great night. Demic insisted you have half the flavor disc. Your Lusus took this picture, a delightful trick that he has never repeated. You guys have a lot of fun in the studio, as evidenced by this candid selfie Tetrarch Demic told you to take. Look at you, so carefree. You wish you were gearing up to play it right now. You were so excited to show him that branch, he ate all the leaves in one very slow bite. And you were left with a pretty decent hive-made Cubat. The first Cubat you ever had, actually. Your smear spitter has gotten a lot of use lately. Why, look at it, that even glisten and mucus on the floor. Beautiful. You could almost take pride in it. You think you should find something to protect yourself with before descending into the violent unknown of your own hive, preferably a weapon you know well. The broom. The door to your Lusus shed, where your Lusus sleeps, in theory. In practice, though, he sleeps wherever the hell he wants. Sometimes in the breach, sometimes in a ranch, sometimes in less convenient places. Faithful old sundry. Oh, right. The door to your rumpus room. Alright, let's go in here. It's the game room! Let's see, are there any fucking cue balls everywhere? Oh my god. Okay. Nothing like a little recessed tabletop arena stick ball with your best bud. Too bad he's not around right now, maybe later. Now, research isn't very fun by yourself. It's not very much like arena stickball either. You've taken some pretty good thumps in the back in your nog bone in your day. The pusher is only player allowed to score, so they're prime targets for the opposing defense. That helmet's so worn out that it's basically worthless, except for its sentimental value, which is still pretty low. Your Zoltan Matzos Bobble Nog figurine is the jewel of your collection. The Thrash Throw Snow Globes are the best team to ever play the sport of Lords, and that is simply all there is to say on the matter. Playing for them is your dream. Was, you guess. That's your Cubit, your most prized piece of the arena stickball equipment. Better bring this with you. Sure. You try to pull the Cubit free, but it seems you've wedged it in there a little too tight. Whoops! You'll need to find something to help you pry it loose. Zoltan Matzos is the greatest pusher that Snow Globes ever had. No prowler could catch him, no zapper could blast him. And no matter what Lusus the Wrangler set on him, Matzos could shake him off. That all ended the night the heiress of that era attended the game, and the opposing controller made Matzos thrust his bone nook at her. She had him cold right there on the velvet. That wasn't the current heiress. That wasn't the greatest, of course. This was a long time ago, before you were hatched. Your splay sack, a chair bag filled with soap or slime. Proximity to the slime helps you relax without actually making you fall asleep, like your Recupercoon does. Some trolls actually eat soap or slime, which helps them be really stupid. Chill. Sometimes when you're tired, you just kind of chill out here your spray sack for a few hours instead of going to sleep in your Recupercoon. Sometimes when you do that, you think about life and the decisions you made and how much of a choice you really ever had about a lot of things. You try not to dwell on stuff like that, though. They released the new Arena Stickball Game Grub like 6 times a sweep, and every time you buy it, it's like a sucker and an act surprised when nothing's different. It's like, what are you really gonna do? Change the rules? Oh, I was right at the height of the exciting sport. The crest of the Altarian Pro Arena Stickball League, with all 15 balls, in a real game of Arena Stickball. These are all different sizes, and each has its own distinct powers. Alright. It's your sports vault, just a huge heavy vault themed with sports. Arena Stickball specifically, and obviously. It's the only place in the hive you can store food for your Lusus. He's so strong, he could easily break into any other hiding place. It has a special telekinesis-based interface. It tends to wear you out a little, and the combination is pretty hard to remember. You can't open the sports wallet with your hands. Try thinking before you act. Oh. Okay. Oh, that was a rough one. It can be hard to remember the path when you're already concentrating on your shaky telekinesis. It helps if you have some kind of guide on your hand. You've got just the thing, but you don't think it's in this room. Back and forth, back and forth. Oh. Yes, that's right. Practice makes almost adequate. That's the Burgundy way. Your mind flexes with the pulsing might of your phenomenal telekinetic powers, and you bend the tiny little silver spoon without even using your tiny little grubby fingers. Big tough guy. Better bring this along, just in case you can run into any bent soup. Ah, cool. What's this? We permitted you from real life telekinesis in a FLARP session. Of course, yours is so pitifully weak, it's not like it was going to be an unfair advantage anyway you sliced it. So, telekinesis. You could lightly jostle the Yukos in their hangers, but it doesn't sound like it'd be worth nosebleed. Huh. Okay. Maybe now that I have the spoon. Oh, I can switch. Okay. That's good to know. You'll be able to kick back in an easy chair while using your power to mind to use cleaning supplies, sweeping and scrubbing on your behalf, but you couldn't telekinesis your way out of a wet kitchen sack. The last time you attempted to pull this stunt, you accidentally tipped the bucket with spilled scondry which filled all over the place. Your skills haven't improved much then, so you'd better move along before you make another mess. Open! Open sesame. You can't quite let the cube out with your telekinesis. The best pushers can, but you can't. You're not one of them. There's Ben Spoon in between the hilt and the wall, and yes, you got the cube head. The thing packs a wallop, especially when the tip is chalked and you can't, and it's carried by you. Maybe pick the lock with this Ben Spoon if it were a little sharper, and if you knew how to do that, and if this well wasn't actually featured in a tumbler-based lock, which it doesn't, you have a feeling you're bending up the wrong spoon on this one. Okay, so I need to go find... Yeah, let's go downstairs now. Ah, there's so much shit! You subscribe to a wide variety of hip periodicals: Arena Stickball Illustrated, Grubs Diurnally. Those are actually the only titles you know. The rest are always incorporate the magazine's name on the cover into some sick graphic design to the point that you can't actually tell what the name is. This one with the graffiti is the muscle beast throwing up is usually about movies though. Your Imperial Edict mandate portrait of the heiress. She rules your planet with a perfectly manicured golden fist. You know it's perfectly manicured because she recently issued an Imperial memorandum about her new ale art. The drones outside are doing her dirty work. She'll have a shiny top coat of blood after tonight. All the common hued. You're sure. All of it common hued, you're sure. Ooh. We walk that way. Over here. As a Rustblood, you're not permitted to have luxurious circular discs, only standard hexagons. Better not. Even powers as weak as yours will erase data like the magnet. You design your hive around this tree, hoping it would grow along with you and your Lusus. The lounge planks aren't full of spore slime or anything like that. They're just comfortable horizontal surfaces suited to either the sitting or lying prone positions. Alright, so there's nothing over here. What's up, Lusus? It's purring! Oh my god, it's so cute! Put back for the Burgundy Blood Pusher position in Arena Stickball. You still have your dreams of being a star pusher, and studying these killer plays is going to help take you to the top. But your play on the field never quite lived up to the athletic promise of your fantasies. Also, the closer your rites of maturation get, the more the sobering reality sinks in that you'll never get to play professionally. Life is a life of butlering. Here you come, you guess. Yeesh. Look at that, it's nearly escaped your impending death o'clock. You better not be late. Aw, dang it, your Lusus is sleeping somewhere totally inconvenient again. Come on, wake up. Zoosmell. I can name him! No. Not Zoosmell. Although Zoosmell's probably canon. Fuck, I need a name. Theodore. Theodore. Yeah. Theodore the... What's this? Theodore's in the way again for a change. Just keep things interesting, I guess. Oof. You ask Theodore to move. At first, you're friendly and casual, and as if you expect him to move easily. Then you try being polite, but a little distant. Your tone becomes annoyed, then firm, followed by stern, finally shifting to angered. Nothing works. You just can't reach him lately. The only thing that Theodore seems to care about is his sloth treats. All the best chefs cook with a very high heat. You are not one of the best chefs, which is just as well since your crisp spring kind of sucks. But besides, how will you know what to cook if Demick doesn't tell you what he wants? Eating unranged cluck beast OVA is a great way to fill your acid tubes with horrifying parasites, who probably wouldn't get along with your benevolent parasites or your benign parasites. Grub juice hydration cylinders. Inside these cylindrical containers is grub juice, which can be used for hydration and in restoring reserves of psychic power. Get. You pick up a grub juice hydration cylinders. Nice. Now, if you need a quick restorative for your psychic stamina, you'll just have just that in your hand, instead of not having it, like some kind of chump. Left over from Tetrarch Demick's early wriggling day party, he doesn't turn seven sweeps old for a couple of wipes, but you wanted to celebrate him before his rites of maturation. Always useful in case you need to wipe off souffle. You're bad at that, but it's a mandatory part of your future job, so... these are still here? Bile slaw really doesn't keep well. Okay! Fuck. Your grub slurry agitator is nice for when you just want to throw some unagitated grub slurry into the agitating receptacle and enjoy some grub slurry that's been thoroughly agitated. Agitate grub slurry. You don't currently have any unagitated grub slurry that needs agitating in your grub slurry agitator. Whatever you do, though, you always know right where to go. Thanks. Thanks. You're a spice rack. It's where you keep your spices. Pretty dicey out there, but Joey Alien needs your help. Exit. Lusus is obeying the bestial paternal instincts to protect you from danger by blocking the doorway. Good dad. Best sloth. Either that, or he just fell asleep there. If you went out this way, you'd be easy prey for the drone before you could ever make it to the Tetrarch Demick's. You mean to save Joey, that's what you meant. Well, now I'm confused. This guy, he only eats sloth treats, and he only eats a lot of them. I mean, there should be sloth treats in here. Right? Yes. Additionally, the forehead unprotected in order to facilitate your mystic psychic powers. They also facilitate the high probability of your death, so yeah, there's that. Oh, you're pretty sure they just made the screen flicker. You were blinking, but you're pretty sure. Sometimes you just knew things. Okay. You dropped some rebellious anti-establishment rhymes about vaults and the Lusus and some other half-formed concepts of the caste system. It's pretty solid, but the vault has having none of it. You fire off from the hip, but with some absolutely devastating verse about your Lusus, and about Lususes in general, and their inability to comprehend the struggles of their words, due to a lethal combination of being too old, too corny, and too much dumb monster animals instead of people. He retaliates by continuing to sleep. You're wrecked. Help! There's no guide anywhere! What am I supposed to do? I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Oh. Pressure playbook. Now, if a situation arises, you will need to remember a particular play, you'll be well equipped to do so. You resolve to keep an eye out for just such an inconvenience. Fucking finally! Ascend! Jeez! Go, come on. Let's open this. Do this thing. Come on! Yes. Yes. There you go. Yes, 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 yes! Ta-da! Success! Finally! I get the sloth treats! What a trial that was. Lucky he's such a slow metabolism. Yeesh. Look. The sloth treats, there they are. Yours for the grabbing. Grab sloth treats, now you know just what to do with these. Sloth treats you probably heard and help your friend Ponto. Alright. And with that, I will wow. I will end the episode here. Thank you for stopping by. I hope you enjoyed the episode. And I hope to see you in the next one. Mighty night.